Keepers of the Cash. Gary B, the casual comic guy here, and joining me just like every Thursday, we got my good buddy Digger Jim. Jim, how you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing good. Unfortunately, I do have to go to work tomorrow, which is
What on a Friday? That's what you get for talking all that smack all those weeks in a row.
I know.
Having little celebrations in our faces and rubbing it in that that is my weekend.
As a boss, when my employee is out, I need to cover for them. So that's what I'll be doing. I am a good boss.
Yeah, he fired him, and then now he's covered until he has new help. Goodness. Well, it's good to be hanging out with you, bud. And of course, you can see him getting ready in the background. But our guest tonight is none other than Cliff on Comics, just a great individual in our community. And I always like to point this out. Just one of the best memories in comics. I mean, this dude remembers everything from the books. The history he remembers is amazing. And he just brings. There's like two people I regard like that in the community. Mark from Legion of Comics for his DC knowledge, and Cliff for just overall comic knowledge. Just
right.
Mark doesn't have that too, but Cliff has a photographic memory of it all.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He reads it and he can recall it well. I can never do that. Brother John is pretty good. Brother John has it pretty solid. But I just don't have that ability. Like if I just read it, I'm good. But if you're asking me something that I haven't read in a while, I'm like, I don't remember it being that way.
That was a book I liked, George.
Yeah, that's a book I like.
So Cliff, how the hell are you doing tonight, sir?
I am doing well. And it's funny, two of the books I'm showing tonight, I literally just picked up Tuesday.
Oh, nice. Nothing wrong with that. So are they older books or newer books?
Oh, no, they're older books.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to be on Joe's Espresso Mail Call. And my first round is going to be books I picked up. The second round is going to be that freaking A-OK from Torsen.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because he just needs to be thanked again. Oh. But so you got two books you picked up this week. Now, can you give us a hint? Are they grails you were after that are fitting into your collection, or just filler issues that you love?
Nope, it was just stuff I didn't think I was going. It was stuff that I figured, maybe I'll get around to that, and it just turned out that somebody brought a whole box of adult comics into the shop on Tuesday.
Oh.
So maybe some underground books you're talking about.
They are very underground. Nice. And shout out to our buddy. God, I did not have enough time to breathe and think today. Damn you, diabetes.
Did you say Jesse sent you one a box? What's that?
No, Jesse did not send me a box. No. No, this was just somebody. That's so funny because Jesse has a book of Perversion. Anyhow, these came into the comic shop, and these covers seem fairly okay to show. Nice. So this is Gay Heartthrobs number 2.
Hold on, you're breaking format. You got to be big.
Oh, yeah. And big in me.
Big in you, sir.
All right, Gay Heartthrobs number 2.
All right, let me write that down. There we go. Now, give us a little bit about this book. When was it made? Who published it?
All right, so this is from the 70s. It's from Invictus.
Yeah.
It's very underground. Look, adults only $2.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Yeah. I bet they I mean, how many could they have print? I mean.
But anyhow, just a shout out to Scotty Vaughn because he covered many adult comics already on his channel.
He did.
So if you want to know more, I'm pretty sure the videos are still there. So this one is just all gay stuff.
But did that go through, like most underground books, did that go through multiple printings where like they would change a color or something on the cover, or is it just really hard to get?
No, I think they're just, this one is particularly for me, this one's particularly hard to get. This was the first time I've ever seen Gay Heartthrobs in person.
Right.
And was it a pricey book or pretty reasonable?
No, not really, because no one's thinking about these underground books. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
again, they came in bulk from somebody to the LCS, and my LCS gave me a deal on them. So yes, I think they're like a little bit pricey if you find somebody like with a curated collection.
Right, but your LCS took care of you.
My LCS took care of me. Now here's the most important one because I remember this from my college days, and it's from Kitchen Sink Comics.
Okay, those them I've heard of.
Yeah.
It's the very first issue of Gay Comics.
All right,
Lesbians and gay men put it on paper.
so you're telling me there's some boobs in there?
Yeah, a little bit, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that maybe you weren't looking for.
Undoubtedly, sir.
Undoubtedly.
So so in total, that's 2.
But both of those came in this week, and you got them from your LCS, who took great care of you. So shout out your LCS.
Shout out to my LCS, Alternatives Comics in Hyde Park. If you want to get in touch with them, add Anthony Just to your Facebook because he is the owner and proprietor. DM him directly because basically technology works against him, and he will take care of you if you're in anywhere in the New York area. He will give you your 10% off. Everything comes back and boarded. He'll take care of you on shipping. You know.
But shout out to LCSs like mine and of course yours right there that know their customers and take care of their customers and know what to set aside for them.
Yes. Well, he is one of my best friends. Like, look what he gave me for my birthday this year.
Oh.
And it's not part of the 10. This is just what he gave me for my birthday this year.
This is a Travato clause, Sean.
Yep.
This is the Sarmento variant cover for the Superman Robin special.
Oh, nice.
Sean Kent and Damian.
That is awesome.
So this was my birthday gift from him in January.
Very cool.
Okay, so again, 6 minus 2. 24 years of friendship. 24 years. You know?
Mine is the exact opposite.
You're practically married to them.
Jeff Jack here. Growing up in New Jersey in the 70s, there were 2 head shops in Plainview where I bought underground comics. Nice. I know where I grew up, you weren't getting a hold of underground comics. It was just a small. Yeah, they just you almost have to be in a city to get underground comics.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty true. Yeah, unless of course you had people who were hip to it and like ordering them. Yeah, and then how did you order back? Like there was no internet. Like how were people doing it? You know?
What's a head shop? Jeff, inform Mr. DVH, please. He's a Briton. He needs to know the English speak. The improper English speak. The improper English slang.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a good question, Cliff, because, those guys, I mean, back then, I guess you had to know somebody who had an address and you sent them a, cashier's check or something and said, here, send me as many, books or send me this book or,
Yeah, I only know
exactly. Get to work on it. I need my dick comics and my titties.
I'm just saying that's probably basically what it was. So
yeah, I can't ever hear the word titties without thinking of Zach and Miri make a porno.
I know.
And Craig Robinson going, "Ain't no such thing as free titties." and then when he's singing the song, ass, and titties, ass, and titties.
Oh, I found my other birthday book, but we're not doing that. I'm not gonna keep.
Oh, you can sneak it in later in between another book, I'm sure.
So here we are. All right, so I'm gonna move into 4.
And is that a new Wonder Woman shirt? It looks new.
No, it just washes really well.
Oh, nice.
I had it custom made for me on Zazzle.
Oh. Well, I know one of our Wonder Woman fans, Steve White's in there. There you go, DVH, your explanation right there.
That's right.
Love it.
A head shop for the head shop, the freaks, the hippies, blacklight posters, incense and stuff that was a cross between catnip and astroturf to smoke.
Smoke.
I used to go to Canada a lot in Montreal, and I was the one dude in our group. I just didn't do drugs. They didn't do anything for me. Never attracted to them.
Right.
But every shop you went into had the pipes for sale, the paraphernalia, everything. You had your blacklight posters. It was all 70s rock and 80s rock in there and all sorts of stuff.
It was
anyway, back to you, Cliff.
it was a different time.
Yes.
Very different times. Oh my goodness. All right. So we all know, or maybe you don't all know, but I'm pretty sure the first time I was on here, I went into detail about my special love for the Legion of Superheroes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So my quest last year was to really put in some work to my Legion empire, right? Legion of Superheroes, that is. Don't be confused with somebody else. So I got an excellent deal on this on eBay. I paid half of what its value is worth, which was great. It's Adventure Comics 267, and it's the second appearance of the Legion of Superheroes.
Ooh,
nice.
And at this point, it's Lightning Lad went from Lightning Boy to Lightning Lad. So in their second appearance, we're already fixing his name.
Now, who is your favorite member of the Legion?
It's Matter Eater Lad. Of course it is. We know.
No, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Actually, no, you're gonna get that answer, but in a little bit. But I'm very fond of Cosmic Boy and Ultra Boy, and Dawnstar and Dream Girl. Like, I really love a bunch of them, but we're gonna get.
Is it because Mike Grell put freaking Cosmic Boy in a bustier? Is that what it is?
No, I just always like Cosmic Boy. The first time I ever saw Cosmic Boy was during the DC Legends crossover, and he just looked like a magnetic badass. You know?
He's a magnetic badass. But that one period where Grell was drawing him, and I was like, what the hell is he doing to this guy?
Listen, that's the future. They should just be amazing. Thank you, Warlord. I'm glad. The background is gonna get an upgrade. So then we have, that was their second appearance, and oh my God, where are you?
I love the cover of Superboy in the Legion of Superheroes, or Dawnstar's first appearance. Is such a great cover.
Oh, it is a great cover. So this one's a little bit special to me. Which number are we at?
4.
We're number 4.
Yeah,
this is number 4 that I'm going to hold up.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you had gay heartthrobs and gay comics. Were those supposed to be 1 or 2?
That was supposed to be 2.
Okay, and then you had Adventure. Now it is 4 then. Okay.
Yeah, it's 4.
All right, so this will be number 4, or this will be number 5?
This is number 4.
All right, so for number 4, I had my 2025 wish list video. And so I made it at the beginning of the year, members only, and then it revealed itself to be public in December of 2025. Right? Okay. Because I wanted to go back and see how I did. Yeah. Well, in that time frame, all these people started responding to the video when it became public in December, after I started it at the beginning of the year, much earlier in the year, right?
Right.
And I had my Legion appearances in there, and John and Old Wolf had watched the video, and Old Wolf had sent me something from the Thunderbolts that, I really enjoyed, and that he was, got a tickle out of. But John, the saint that he is, Mr. John's Comics with Friends, he got me the Legion of Superheroes third appearance, first appearance of Chameleon Boy, Colossal Boy, and Invisible Kid. And also, this is where the rivalry for Hercules and Samson begins, because Hercules is displaced from time in this issue, and then the next issue, Samson is displaced from time, and it becomes a whole thing.
Now, what Action Comics number is that, Cliff?
267.
Does it bother you that none of those people are on the cover?
Sometimes, but don't worry. And of course, who knew the Legion would ever become a thing? But what's also neat, this is the first time Supergirl meets them.
Oh, okay.
And the original 3 members introduced themselves to Supergirl as the children of the original 3 members. Right? Which we never speak of again. Never speak of it again. And also,
spontaneity.
Yeah, exactly. So hold on, let me carefully find. So this is the third appearance of the Legion. So then I could not find a slab of their fourth appearance. So I had to find a copy that I could slab one day on my own. So at number 5 is Superboy number 86, the fourth appearance of the Legion of Superheroes.
Oh, nice.
I've never seen that cover.
Right. No one's really talking about this.
But that's a cool cover, though. Who did the art?
So this was a... Oh, crap.
He's not Kurt Swan, right?
I cannot remember if this is Kurt Swan or...
I don't know. I don't know if he did a lot of... Did he do a lot of Superboy books, or was it just Superman?
No, I mean, there's a lot of people who did Superboy books.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, though.
86. Hold on. We're going to solve this mystery.
He's looking it up.
Kurt Swan! It was Kurt Swan! Oh my God, I know things! I know things!
I said it!
Yeah. No, but I'm just so excited.
It is.
So this is their fourth. And by the way, the true Legion fans, so no, my Legion Superheroes group on Facebook, those mofos, like, they were like, oh, what? You need a timeline? You need a timeline? We got a timeline of appearances for you. They are ready. They are ready. They were so ready. So ready to school.
Well, and it's kind of neat when you're in those niche groups that like the same thing you like, and they just get your references and you can nerd out about it.
They probably don't have any Conan ones like that, do they?
Nah, only a couple hundred.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
And then, all right.
I'm too busy reading Conan, the top Conan.
That's right.
I know how I'm going to do the last ones. Okay. So then that brings me to, this was a whole battle royale that I went through, and I think this is in 2024. But again, it was an eBay battle royale, and I just kept, running with the punches. And I got myself the 5th appearance of the Legion of Superheroes and the first appearance of Starboy, aka Tom Kaylor.
Oh, okay.
And of course, this Starboy would become the JSA Starman during Jeff Johns' run.
Mm-hmm.
Who of course was from the future and didn't really, know his, his head was not all there.
Right. He was having psychological issues.
Yes. And that's
now, how many appearances did they have before they got their own book, Cliff?
It was a long time.
Yeah.
Because they were in the because they were part of that Superboy run for a while. Superboy.
No, but that's after. So the Legion stories start becoming a regular feature in Adventure Comics with issue 300. And then when they leave Adventure Comics, there's a short run of Legion of Superheroes that's all reprint adventures. And then Superboy still had backup stories of the Legion that were rarely advertised on the cover. And then Superboy's title became Superboy and the Legion. And then that title, Superboy takes off, and that title becomes Legion of Superheroes. Until we get to their third volume, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. So,
okay.
At the 5th appearance of the Legion of Superheroes, it's Supergirl's second encounter with them. It's a year later, and 3 Legion ladies show up to invite her to try out again. It is the first appearance of Brainiac 5, Sunboy, Phantom Girl, Triplicate Girl, Shrinking Violet, and Bouncing Boy in Action Comics 276.
Now, see, that is a cool
That's
cover.
A nice cover. Holy cow.
That one.
This is the book that I ordered, not knowing it was coming from China, and I was quaking in my boots waiting for this to arrive. Quaking.
I remember this story.
So is it a foreign price variant too, or no?
No. He bought it off of eBay, but the person was in China, and he was like, "Holy shit! I don't know if it's gonna make it."
Yeah, but it's real. It's absolutely real.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful cover though. I love it.
Yeah. So the Superman. So for those of you wondering, the Superman Emergency Squad were Kandorians who lived in the bottle city of Kandor that all resembled Superman and had his powers, of course, when they were outside of the bottled city. Hey, Brad, I see you.
I've never seen that cover though. That cover is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, trust me. I mean, only the connoisseurs and only the Legion aficionados really knew what I had to be looking for, because even I didn't recognize what I was looking for. And that was number 6? 7? All right. At number 8, you asked me who my favorite Legionnaire is. Well, he shows up in Superboy number 89. It is the first appearance of Mon-El, Superboy's big brother, who, of course, is not a brother to Superboy. Superboy just found him in a rocket ship. He had amnesia, and he landed on a Monday, so he named him Mon-El.
Oh, so complicated background.
Yeah, this is the second appearance of the Phantom Zone, and Mon-El would remain trapped in the Phantom Zone until the 30th century.
And why is that, Cliff?
Is Mon-El bad or good?
No, he's going to tell you.
Huh?
Because Mon-El's weakness is lead. So Superboy feels like Mon-El's lying to him over stupid jealousy, right? And Mon-El is like, "Oh no, I'm weak." He goes, "No, you're not weak. It's like it's not real kryptonite." And he goes, "No, I'm weak." And then he's like, "No, I painted these lead boulders green." And like he's like, "Oh no, it's the lead. The lead is killing him." So, having only recently discovered what the Phantom Zone is in the issue after Starboy's first appearance, mind you. Hey, Mark. He puts him in the Phantom Zone. In Adventure 300, when the Adventure Comics becomes a Legion-esque book, Static Girl makes a temporary cure for him and frees him so that he can come and help save the day. And then
he's shortly not a Kryptonian.
Right, because he's not Kryptonian. He has all the powers of a Kryptonian under a yellow sun. And then a few issues later, Brainiac 5 comes up with a permanent solution and frees Mon-El from the Phantom Zone. And then he is able to be a full-time member of the Legion with all of the same powers, as Superboy is only serving as a temporary honorary member of the Legion with all the same powers.
Why does he have the same powers under a yellow sun?
Because he is a Daxamite, and in old continuity, Daxamites were nearly identical to Kryptonians.
Nice.
Right?
They were in the same universe, I thought, right?
No, as the continuity keeps changing, now it's like, oh, Daxamites are a deviation of Kryptonians, and the Kryptonian scientists cursed people who left off world with a weakness to lead, blah blah blah. But classic. It was basically Daxam was like a cousin world to Krypton, and that was it. And so anyhow, he has the most troubling and problematic continuity, and I still love him.
Well, that's the thing, right? When you like a character, you suffer a lot with different writers that go through them, right?
Yeah. It's like West Virginia and Virginia. Mon-El's West Virginia, Superboy is Virginia. That's the way us Southerners would look at it.
Perhaps. So
here you go. Archivist Jason says so. Daxamites were basically Romulans to Vulcans.
That's a better analogy.
Yes.
Excellent analogy. Excellent.
Yes.
Mine was poor compared to that.
And hello, Archivist Adrift. Hello again. So anyhow, I love this. I love this for the silver ink. I think it's a great cover. And of course, I have to have it because of my love of the Legion. So from 1984, it's Legion of Superheroes #1.
Oh, yeah.
So this is when Paul Levitz and Keith Giffen take over the book, And of course, what I also love about it is it starts off right away with the Legion of Supervillains wants to kill them all.
Oh, well, yeah. Need to start out strong.
So it just kicks off with that, and it's just a phenomenal story and like one of the most excellent jumping on points for Legion of Superheroes. But of course,
I wonder if they'll put that in one of those cool little paperbacks that DC's doing now for $10.
They haven't yet, and I am upset about it.
Because if they do, I'll buy it and read it.
Right. The only thing they have now that includes some of Paul Levitz's work prior to this is Zap Goes the Legion.
Yeah.
Now, is he your favorite Legion writer?
Yes, he is. And actually, I interviewed him over on Aussieverse, and you can see me absolutely gushing like a man-child the entire interview. And I even do one of those Chris Farley moments where I was like, you know what I love about your work? That you weren't afraid to like make these two characters into like a lesbian couple, and it was never a big deal, but it was there and it meant so much, and this and that, and how you did this and how you did that, and you were able to control politics and everything. And so anyhow, I mean, like, I don't remember what I was gonna say. It's like, just you're amazing. Like I totally do one of those. Please go over to Aussieverse and look for the Paul Levitz interview. You will not be disappointed.
Oh my god, I might laugh my head off.
You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, so, that's a beautiful cover.
And right, and silver ink for the Legion logo.
Yep.
Right.
You know, will anyone do Gore-Vidal? Love
Gore
you.
says Legion forever.
Yeah. So you know what's funny is like Gore is like a Legion lover, and I love that. And like every time I ever see him, though, he's doing some deep dive into some, you know, existential crisis shit, and I'm like, why can't we just talk about the Legion? Why do I got to think about how futile my life is and how beautiful everything is if we would only come together, but we don't because we're stupid. And look, oh my God,
I
man,
know.
I love you, man. So yeah, there it is, and that's my number 9.
13.
That was
I think.
your number 9.
It looks good to me.
I'm kind of flying through these.
That's okay. We're going to talk about that cookie jar you have in the back corner over there.
The Legion Clubhouse is not a cookie jar.
I know, but I know what it is. I think that's what Gary would look at it. It's a cookie jar, Gary. Can't you tell? Wouldn't it be cool, though, if it was a cookie jar made as the Legion Clubhouse?
No, because he's diabetic. All right, why don't you calm down with that, Jim?
All right, popcorn bucket, whatever.
It could be a popcorn bucket.
There you go.
So with that new Legion of Superheroes also came the Crisis, which removed from continuity Superman ever being Superboy. So why and or how are the Legion of Superheroes supposed to deal with that? So it's retcon that the Time Trapper saved Superboy's timeline from the Crisis on Infinite Earths, and every time the Legion time traveled to the past, he planted them right to Superboy's world and not the main continuity.
Right.
And of course, Superboy ultimately sacrificed himself to defeat the Time Trapper and save his friends, which brings us to Legion of Superheroes number 38, which I've shown before, but I finally have it slabbed. Number 38, I got it in 9.0 for the death of Superboy.
Nice. That's what he gets.
Yeah. And of
Now,
course,
how many
he essentially
Superboys has
died.
there been, Cliff?
Like, okay, so there's the Clark Superboy, which we got back, by the way. We Connor Kent Superboy, John Kent Superboy,
Superboy Prime.
Right, Superboy Prime.
I think that's it.
All right, those are all the. Oh, New 52 John Kent Superboy. If we're gonna like go out on a limb.
Wait, what about the sunglasses one?
Good question, Jason.
That's Connor. That's right.
That's right.
Did he ever meet himself as a boy in the future? So no, essentially they're invisible to each other, right? When they time travel, and you can't be in the same place at the same time. So if Superman traveled to the future at a time where Superboy is present, Superman just shows up as a phantom, you know? And that was a weird time traveling trick that they had going on in DC a while ago. But obviously that's out the window. People can show up from all over the place. It's like, you're me, I'm you. What's happening? Are we duplicates? Are we from the same timeline? Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that used to be the excuse. But yes, older Superman and younger Superboy, there were rare moments where they were able to meet each other or see each other because they had advanced supervision and all that. It's like, oh, I've noticed you. There was one time Ghost Superboy went on to the past to figure out what he did because he couldn't remember a whole like 24-hour period.
Right.
And because JFK gave him a mission, right? And of course, we're moving up in the timeline. So every 10 years, we got to push Superman's origin up. So now we've pushed it up to JFK is president when Superboy is in existence. So JFK gave him a mission, And then he's like, listen, nobody can know about this. So Superboy uses super hypnosis on himself in the mirror, right? So that he won't remember. Jerry the Jitterbug.
Hogwash, I say.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not sure about that.
So I know, but this is Silver Age stuff. So when present day Superboy goes back and he can't communicate with himself and then sees what took place, where he brainwashed himself, he's like, oh, that's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
exactly.
I wonder if a present version of Cliff met a Legion version of Cliff in the future, what that would be like.
I actually wrote a story about that. So it's like me, and I am recruited by like Starship Cliff, and then it's like the best versions of me from the multiverse. Only the multiverse is the multiverse of comic continuity that I've already created, and this is like the annual for it. So Spaceship Cliff has all of us there, and I keep doubting myself and why I should be there. And Spaceship Cliff is like, no, you absolutely belong to one of us. And I'm like, no, look at the rest of you. You're all incredibly fit and like everything. And like, I'm just like a schlub. And it's like, yeah, but you have so much more to offer, whatever. So Spaceship Cliff encourages me. And then there's basically like this fracture in time and space, and we're going to repair it. And Spaceship Cliff throws himself out on the line. And trust me, that's not his name. I'm just making it simple. He throws himself out on the line, and he closes. And I'm so upset because they basically use this plot in the Marvels. So now I hate it. But he throws himself out there, and he closes off. It closes off the fissure, and then the rest of us are just left on the ship. And then the ship has a protocol to return us all home. And so when I come home to my regular world, I am absolutely devastated, and I start blaming myself for what happened to Spaceship Cliff. And when it's all said and done, the ship is in my backyard, revealing itself to me that like, hey, I'm cloaked in your backyard for whenever you're ready. And that's how I end that weird annual event.
Heading back out to hit space again.
Well, right, because but now I feel like I have to prove something.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jerry.
Now you got to prove you belong there.
Yes, but instead I wrote a semi-male erotica thing completely. I just need an artist, and I just got to make it happen, and I got to focus on that.
There you go.
So, does that leave me with my 1 and 1?
It does.
All right, my
You
one.
can do it in whatever order you want.
Okay. Okay.
The wheels are turning.
Okay, this one is my spec book, and this one is there's actually like a traumatic one, but I'm leaving it out. So this is going to be my personal storybook. So sometime after Heroes Con, I just really needed to get away and find some respite. And there was there was like a street mini con that was going on in Cambridge, Ontario.
Right.
And I decided that I was going to drive up there and visit our good friend, Chris the Comic Vet. And little did I know, I would also squeeze in some actual Dracula and Steve the Voice White.
Oh my gosh.
And that was it. I just really wanted a weekend away, and it was lovely. And like Saturday morning, the day of the event, like Chris met me at the hotel. I jumped in his car. He drove me out. He showed me different locations that were in various TV shows, and it was lovely.
Oh, cool.
Then we had dinner. It was really a lovely time. And I got to meet the owner, Chris, the owner of Chris's LCS.
Right, Retro Rocket Comics.
Retro Rocket Comics.
Yes.
Ooh.
So he was lovely. His wife was very sick. They also wanted to take me to dinner, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so special." So I got to meet that super hot man that presses Chris's books, and it turns out that he had a book on consignment inside Retro Rockets. And so I'm like, well, I want it, and I was just like, but let's do an even number or whatever. So for a cool 200 Canadian, I walked away with a 2.0 X-Men number 5.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
And And like like not only do like I have like a classic X-Men book, even though it is, you know, a bit beaten, but you know, his very attractive friend who does the pressing clearly pressed this book. It's from his own collection. Right?
It looks great though.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, right? And so anyhow, so not only do I have a piece of Hot Man's collection from when he was a kid, I also have a beautiful memory and memento from that whole weekend.
Yeah.
You know, and then then the next day I saw Bleecker, and from Bleecker I went and I saw Shane, and then Shane took me to dinner, and that was lovely. And then I just drove through Niagara Falls and whimsically drove my way home while listening to Sydney Lauper as I drove all night.
A good little Canadian fest then, huh?
It was, and I picked up other books, but like this one, like I don't know, this one like, you know, like steals.
And I've been to Canada so much, and I can tell you that I've honestly never had anything but the best time in Canada every time I've gone.
They're really good people up there. I mean, there's some changes I'd like to make, but we're just gonna keep on going.
Right.
Any comments or questions about the comics before I get to my next book?
I know. I like that you had like a Legion of Superheroes theme because that's your passion. And that's what the show's about.
It is. Now, of course, the problem with being so Legion-esque is where I get down to the spec book. Now I have a spec book but it has nothing to do with the Legion. And since my first two books had nothing to do with Legion, but really just to do with my gay book, gayness, my gayness. I feel like I should wrap it up with a true spec. Look at Marcus. Hey, Marcus. And he missed the gay comics I started with.
He'll go back and watch it for sure.
So just imagine if Dave Cockrum stayed on the Legion. Would there even been an Uncanny X-Men?
I know.
No. And Storm and Nightcrawler might have been members of the Wanderers.
Right.
You know, or Storm would have been an outsider and Nightcrawler would have been a Wanderer. The point is they would have been DC characters. All right, so my last book for spec is a series from Image that I really, really enjoy, and I feel that it coasts under the radar. And it's a Kyle Higgins story, and I feel that people don't give him enough credit, and they keep saying, "Oh, it's just Power Rangers." It is not just Power Rangers. I mean, it's
is it VR Troopers?
No, it's not VR Troopers, but it's actually Radiant Black.
Oh, okay.
So my spec book is Radiant Black. You know, people clearly enjoy this book. A lot of people are sleeping on this book. And this book clearly has a time to shine in the sun one day. So that makes it my speculation book.
Now,
you're actually the second person to bring that up on this show.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, I've heard other people say it, but I don't know the first thing about it. So give us a light synopsis of it and why we should consider it.
So this young man gets this alien armor and superpowers. And then, of course, finds out that he's part of like,
so he's Nova.
Or Darkhawk.
Right, but he finds out he's part of a collective. Like there's Radiant Red and Pink and blah, blah, blah. They all have something going on. And I love the Massiverse. But yeah, he's like, okay, so I get to go play superhero. And then things get serious and he gets incapacitated and his buddy takes over as Radiant Black. Right? And that's
this sounds more like a Green Lantern Corps thing than a Power Rangers thing. Like that.
And then the powers that be are like, well, now that your buddy number one woke up, we need to test the two of you to see who's worthy of remaining Radiant Black.
Oh.
And then all of those issues are 0.5 issues because one is one of their stories versus the other until we finally have, the finish and the reveal of who is Radiant Black, who remains Radiant Black. So that's it. I think I gave you enough nuggets for you to be interested in, and then the story has moved on from that. But that's like the first 3 arcs I just threw at you.
But after you just told me that, then I agree with you. It doesn't sound like Power Rangers at all. It sounds more like a Green Lantern Corps book.
Yeah.
but
parallel, like that kind of thing, taking place in a bigger cosmic universe with a group and
right, but the group are all humans.
Right.
Well, no, not all of them. Most
so
of them.
Far.
No gay comic collection is complete without Dr. Afra. Oh, come on, Trevor. Welcome. You know what? Invite Trev on here so he can give you the Dr. Afra hour. You know?
We probably should.
Yeah, like just 10 Dr. Afra books, one Dr. Afra personal story, and then like the last one will be an Dr. Afra spec book.
I invited him on before.
Good. Trev, what are you doing? Stop being a pussy. Get on here. We all know Trevor's no pussy.
No.
But yeah, I really, really enjoy this. C. Bizzle and I talk about it often, how like people are overlooking it. We love it.
So what are the other colors? Radiant purple or
there's a radiant pink too, right?
Radiant pink.
Radiant.
The primary colors.
Their primary colors.
Very much like the Power Rangers.
Of course I'm forgetting, but you get to see the supermassive crossover. You get to see everybody together. And of course I'm behind on my reading, so it's not as fresh as I would like it to be. Trev laying on his bed covered in Afro.
It's like American Beauty. Yeah, he could send you one.
He could.
He could do the Burt Reynolds in front of the fireplace with Dr. Afro books around him.
Right. There you go. That's what we need to see, Trev. There you
go. Great books though, Cliff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do love that you love the Legion because no one talks about them. And every time you talk about them, I learn more about them because there are some great characters in that group.
And show us
one of those series that people like to poke fun of, but it was around and it's been popular for a long time for a reason, right?
And look at the Darkseid's Legion that we've gotten. It's all very interesting. And I like how Darkseid's Legion Dream Girl, like she shows up when they're trying to stop Barry Allen from becoming the Flash. And she's just like, I'm Dream Girl, but, I have, my power is, where like, I see the future and you, Barry Allen, you must live to become the Flash. Right. So I will not obey Darkseid's orders. And then of course the other Legionnaires come in and they're like, you're a traitor. And Inja. So they're like, you're a traitor. And of course she's like, I'm not even here. I'm just in dream form. And that's the first time we see any of the Legionnaires acting independently outside of Darkseid's control during this event. And then when they go to the Fortress of Solitude, it's now Saturn Girl of the Darkseid's Legion who looks at the fortress, and the fortress like has like a dedicated portion to the Legion, right? And so that Saturn Girl is like, hey, like he doesn't fear them. They're his friends. He honors them. He loves them, and they are dedicated to him, and she's like, and she's like, and no one is dedicated to us. Darkseid doesn't care if we live or die.
Right.
So it's like her for the first time that she is showing a sign of free will, because up until this point, she has been absolutely horrifyingly villainous. Like Clark is battling her and he's like, what's wrong with you? Snap out of it. Imra, what's wrong with you? And she goes, Imra? She's like, I haven't been called that since I kicked my parents into the fire pit of Metropolis. So like,
I don't know if I want to read that one at all. That's terrible.
No, it's good. It's good. Like, because again, this is Darkseid's Legion. He birthed them from his dark multiverse,
Okay. Is this new?
Yes, this is all new. So of course Clark is worried about his Legion. And then we are getting a new Legion of Superheroes title in the next level portion of DC's All In.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to it. Again, from what was teased, it looks like we're going to do like another Legion Lost situation, but I look forward to it. I want to see how we're going to get there. Actual Dracula, I was just talking about you.
It wasn't good, Adrian. Don't watch it. He was, man. I never heard him bash somebody so much.
Adrian knows that I love him. And look, Adrian, look what I got at the comic book store.
Why'd you cover it up now? You didn't cover it up
you covered it
earlier.
before.
Well, because I wasn't holding it up so okay, look, Adrian, look what I got at the comic store.
There you go.
I don't see what the big deal
Oh,
is.
he waits to the end of the show to have a little bit of modesty with the book, right?
Right. I mean, the Iceman book is just the same that came out. Have you looked at it?
No, it's not. The Iceman book is wonderful. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, as far as like they're very open. You know, you open it up and they're like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's nothing on that cover that you should be held ashamed of or anything. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't. He wanted to demonetize me.
Iceman.
No, I looked at it. I didn't get it, but I saw it and was like, if I jump down this rabbit hole, then I'm going to want the Moonstar rabbit hole, and I am trying to watch my.
I got the Moonstar one. I wasn't passing up Danny.
No, because the Iceman is a one shot, and it's all of the digital stories that Luciano Vecchio worked on for him, and they finally put it in print.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a series, like they were doing like a 4-part series.
Jason is asking if that's Golden Age gay comics. It's not. That was 70s, wasn't it, Cliff?
Right, bronze.
Yes. And honestly, I'm not sure I know what gay comics look like in the past. I assume that those little tiny dirty comics that got passed around, that were like little flip books,
right?
I assume that there was some gay stuff in there, and that's that.
But great books, Cliff. As always, though, you always bring the super knowledge, you bring the passion, and just listening to you talk about the Legion is always fun because you just love them that much.
Tijuana Bibles. Both of them now. What's Matt? Matt, did you already do the movie review? Am I that messed up?
I was referring to the Tommy Marvel. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did anyone tell you about Robin and Batman in the 50s?
Oh, look at Ryan. Loving my shirt.
Yes.
I know. Ryan's also been on a lot. I think Ryan's beating you now for appearances on the 10-1-1.
Okay. Oh, good.
But you're going to be on twice this month, so.
Yeah, I'm doing something with.
You're doing a thing with John and Chuck.
With John and Chuck, and I gave them their list already, right? I want you to know, I know you love it, and I love you for loving it. And then I got to figure out how to get you one because they stopped making it in pink. I have a lot going on, right? So like I know I told Matt that I'm doing one of his March Madness movie nights. I'm doing a March Madness movie night with Fable tomorrow night. I'm doing King Kong on Saturday, and I leave at 6:30 for King Kong on Saturday because Izzy got me a press pass, and we're gonna be there early. And there we go. And I still bought a ticket because the first 50 ticket holders get entered to win Punisher's first appearance. And if I win that sucker, I am selling it so I can go to Heroes Con.
Nice.
So that's just a lot. And then Sunday, I've got Comics and Coffee with Cliff in the morning, and Chris Collects Comics is going to be my guest. And then in the evening, I hope I have a hell of a good time too. Thank you, Inja. And then in the evening, we're going to do my review for the greatest season. I can't remember, but it's the lesbian romantic Christmas comedy for Hulu that Dan Levy had a part in. My trilogy was rom-coms. I want to choose something to spice it up a bit. And I hate myself because although I chose Happiest Season for good reasons, lesbian story, coming out story. Hi, Matt Likes Comics. Thank you. It's stories about family, about conflict, about the Happiest Season, right? About like all the things evoked around Christmas and stuff. Like that's why I chose it for rom-com, because I wanted something different. I wanted all of them to be different, right? So I did Moonstruck, I did The Big Sick, and then I did this, right? But I want you to know that between my making the choices and this coming Sunday, I recently rewatched Boomerang, and I am so angry that I didn't choose Boomerang. So angry with myself.
The Eddie Murphy Boomerang?
Of course, the Eddie Murphy boomerang. And that movie is brilliant. That movie is black excellence all day and night. And
I just want to make sure I had the right boomerang.
Yeah, because you got to have the mushroom belt buckle. You got to have the mushroom inside here. You got to coordinate, son. That's what he would say. You got to coordinate. I love that part right there. It makes me laugh so hard. It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
No.
Marcus says it's one of his all-time favorites.
And so I'm really mad at myself for not choosing it, but I have my reasons for the happiest season, so we're gonna do that.
Well, it doesn't mean you can't choose it in the future.
Well, no, because we do a random thing, right? We're like, who is gonna be the next person to choose? And then so C-Bizzle gets the next trilogy, and C-Bizzle randomly got selected War. He's doing a trilogy of war movies.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes, but he's gonna surprise us, so I can't wait. I thought I did a good mix for romantic comedies. The guys really seem to enjoy War. What is it good for? No, the guys really seem to enjoy The Big Sick, and surprisingly, Moonstruck. Struck a chord.
Well, you got Cher. She's classic.
She won an Academy Award for that movie, right?
Yeah.
So and the thing is that anyhow, go watch our review on that movie because it's really good. I felt like New York City lived as New York City in that movie, and I don't feel like I see too many movies or shows where New York is New York, right?
See, I got two favorite romantic comedies. One's a Christmas one, and it's one of my all-time favorite films. And oh my gosh. As soon as I go to tell you the name, it leaves me, and I love this movie.
A Christmas romantic comedy that you
love.
Right,
Bill Nye, Keira Knightley.
Love Actually.
Love Actually. One of my all-time favorite movies. It's literally like John Carpenter's The Thing, and Love Actually is in that top 2 and 3. And then also Serendipity.
Oh my gosh.
I love Serendipity.
Cool. Serendipity's cool. Love Actually gets harder and harder and harder to watch.
I love it.
Yeah, I can watch it. It's fine.
Should have won for Mask, yeah.
I can watch it and I still enjoy it, but I still have some serious problems.
That sounds like a whole nother show.
I know.
First of all, I'm like, this girl is not fat. Why are we fat? Why is fat shaming her part of the plot?
That girl wasn't fat. She was gorgeous.
Yeah, I know, but it's just insane that that's someone chose that as a storyline. You couldn't work with oh no, I feel so uncomfortable because you're the prime minister. We couldn't just do that. We couldn't just make that thing. Right. No. Oh no, everyone's why are you running around flirting with this portly girl? What? So that pisses me off, number one.
Oh, DVH. I love that movie so much.
Also, the saddest plot line with Alan Rickman. It is so sad. And Homegirl sees the bracelet, opens up her little box.
That is a heartbreaking moment in that movie. When she gets the CD instead of that. Oh.
Yeah, and then she knows. She knows. She got the CD. All right, so the little kid really loving the girl who sings All I Want for Christmas. I like that. That's super cute. I
love the writer and
the Portuguese
girl. Yeah.
Right, that one's good. But
just in cases, it's so adorable at the end when they run into each other and they both are learning each other's languages. It's so adorable.
That one is very cute. The guy who is basically who's in love with his best friend's wife, that is that never stops getting troubling. In fact, every time that it watches, I'm like, oh my God, Mr. Lincoln, get out of this movie.
It's the Walking Dead guy, yeah.
Walking Dead. I'm like, run from this movie. Never look back on this movie. So
we all watch it for the end where the British guy walks into the what is it? He's in Milwaukee or something.
Yeah.
And it's what's her name? Denise Richards, and then this other girl, and
he basically shows up in Wisconsin with his accent and brings a bunch of girls back.
Yeah, that's the best part of the movie right there.
Yeah, that's
I
thought that was great.
Dream right there. He comes over and just there you go.
Yeah, So yeah, I probably have the same look. It's the Alan Rickman stuff that really kills it for me. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
But
So
Liam Neeson and his son, are
that's
so
cute.
great.
you
And
know,
especially when he's
also,
talking.
they removed the lesbian plot from the movie. They recently released the footage of the I love most of Richard Curtis's other films. Yeah, me too. You know, it's like, I don't know. Love Actually has just grown rough on me. Do you know what my favorite Christmas romantic comedy is?
What?
The Holiday with Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet. That's
a good one.
I watch it every December. I love the fuck out of that movie. Let me escape to a beautiful little cottage. Let me go and bang homegirl's super hot brother who's hanging out at the bar. Let all that happen. Let me have that for days. You know, let me just fall in love.
You had me at Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
If not that, and Kate Winslet and Jack Black, tell me they are not so super cute together in that movie.
Yeah, Jack Black's funny.
Okay. But that's another one too. Like people calling Kate Winslet chubby. What are you talking about?
Ridiculous. And then that guy, the way he manipulates her, I was like, girl, grab that curtain rod and stab him. No one will blame you. You know? I'm like, Cameron Diaz will help you cover it up. Don't worry.
Romantic comedy.
Alien is not a romantic comedy. Alien is a sex film.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not.
You know, because no, it really is, because it's about breathing. There's a queen. These things like to attach to your face, you know, go down your throat, burst out of your chest, and give birth. It's a sex film.
I mean, look whose art it's based on.
It's a sex film. Anything else that can enlighten us all on tonight?
No, but so we know what's coming up for you. What's coming up for you, Jim?
Oh, wait, I didn't finish what's coming up for me. No,
I'm sorry. Cliff, continue.
No, so on Sunday, not only do I have Comics and Coffee, not only are we going to cover the happiest season, but at 7:00, Bryant, I Have Comic Issues, is going to interview the entire Council of Comics. And if that is not going to be appointment YouTube, then we have failed you. We have failed you. Okay?
That's insane. We have to watch it.
So, like, I'm just letting you know, 7 p.m. Eastern Sunday, I Have Comic Issues with the Council of Comics. And it is going to, and we're all going to be there. Me, C. Bizzle, Phil, Green Shirt Guy, and Sam.
Green Shirt Guy.
And he's going to ask us questions, and people are going to answer. Some of us are going to make faces at the camera and not say anything.
Green Shirt Guy.
No, me. And like I'm already preparing myself to not say stuff. And
okay.
So I feel like it's coming. So that's then Monday we have New Keys and Hot Comics. Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, myself and Velvet Joker, 10 p.m. Eastern time, myself and Velvet Joker, we are interviewing Tom King.
Oh, that's right.
That's excellent stuff. So yes, appointment. I have appointment YouTube to take place. Okay, this coming week, I'm very excited. You know,
let Tom King know that I'm thoroughly enjoying this Strange Adventures right now.
Yes,
I'm almost halfway through it,
and hopefully he's gonna still be working on Wonder Woman for a while.
Well, that's going to be among our questions. And if anyone has a question for Tom King, if you'd like to make a short video and send it to me over Instagram, CliffNY on Instagram, CLIFFN as in Nancy, Y as in York, send it to me, a short video with a question for Tom King, and we'll try to squeeze it into the show.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for Ryan to send me a question. Send me a question, Ryan. Magic Glass, send me a question.
All right, Jim, what's coming up for you, buddy?
Shit, I done forgot. Oh, wait. Okay. I recently got an AOK sent to me, so I'll be shooting a video on that. I have my first ever CGC unboxing where I submitted books and I had a good buddy of mine press them and everything, and he has his notes of what he thinks it is. Now, I don't know what they are. I know they've shipped, and that's it.
Well, you should use those notes during the video. Go now. He thinks it's this. Here's the reveal.
Right, and that's well. And I'll say, because we were kind of on the same page with what we thought they would be. There's only one that I submitted that he didn't have anything to do with, and I'm curious. I kind of just didn't get it pressed or cleaned or anything. I just looked at it and said, "Yeah, this looks really good. Let's see what it comes back as." So it's a total gamble. I have no idea what it will be.
That's kind of fun, though.
Yeah, and so I guess when they get here, I'll definitely be shooting a video for that. And yeah, I'll probably, if I can dance between the raindrops. I'm not a huge fan of digging in the rain, so I might go out digging. You
know what's funny is there's one book that I sent in once that I didn't get cleaned or pressed, and that's the book I got a 9.9 on.
Yeah,
the only one I ever got a 9.9 on ever.
But I mean, like this book is. I mean, was it a new book?
Yeah, it's a J. Scott Campbell Black Cat.
Right.
This is I didn't even want to take it out of the Mylar it came in. I'm like, I just sent it in, and it was an instant $1,000 book because of the book it is.
Right. This is what is it, Cliff? Action Comics 8-9, the first appearance of Death or something like that. It's a Finch cover, and I love it. And I was like, you know what? I got it super cheap when we were down in Richmond, and the guy's like, I'm going to honor the sticker. I think that's gone up. And I was like, yeah, okay, good. Honor the sticker. I like when to hear you say that. That's what's on it. That's what you should honor. You put it on there. And so I sent it in as is because it looked really clean. But either I'm going to be a goofball or it's going to be amazing. Who knows? I don't really care. I don't plan to sell them. These are covers that Gary, I am. I just really enjoy. If I like a cover, I want to encapsulate it for what it is. And I love that Finch cover. So
that is a beautiful Finch cover.
Finch is great. He's done some great Conan covers. All right, coming up for me, next week on the 10th. It's been too long since we've had him back. We have Unruly Simeon coming on for his second 10-1-1. If you guys don't know Unruly, great dude, got a great older collection, bronze, silver, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome guy. And then on the 12th, we have Mark Andrews on for like vintage plastic models. So you might see things like the Phantom or things from the past.
Nice.
So, I mean, we just do all sorts of Unruly Simeon is a great handle.
Yeah.
And he's a really nice dude. Follow him on IG.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah. So I got a lot of fun coming up. Somehow I forgot to schedule someone on the 17th. I'll have to fix that. Oh, no, wait. Okay, I know. So I got Cliff, John, and Chuck on the 19th doing their second movie one, which is always fun. We got Eddie Nieves, or Eddie from the Batcave, on the 24th doing Marvel Team Up 10-1-1. So I think his second
Eddie, yes.
So, and then we have Brittany on the 26th. So we have a good month coming up. We've had a lot of new people recently, which has been great. And then of course we get to welcome our beloved guests that are our regulars, like Cliff tonight. So we're having a great time still.
Yeah.
And we get to see people talk about what they love, and that's really I'm happy with that. I love seeing people just talk about the books that bring them joy for whatever reason it is.
Right on.
Because we know we don't care about price here. If your book happens to be worth something, great. But we just care about what it's worth to you. And that's it. And with that, we're gonna say thank you all so much for watching and keep it casual.